we're now using the web browser client to access Novade data via the cloud. In this instance, I'm logged in as a manager. That would more than likely be at the head office, be a project administrator, or perhaps one of the quality department or team focused on managing defects at the DRP phase of the project. In essence here, this is really a dashboard overview. We will have a list of all of our currently in progress projects available for us to allocate defects accordingly. In this case, I've only got the one, being this commercial project. And we can also bring in some site-based imagery so we can recognise the project visually as well. In essence, what we have here is an area where all of the defects which are being logged on site by the surveyors using the mobile device with the Novade native application installed, when they're on site or as they leave site and get access back to connectivity, it will automatically sync back up to head office. So we can get a very good quick view on this particular project, how many new defects have been logged, only one in this case, how many we've got in progress, and how many have been completed. Equally along the top here, which is quite useful, you can look at the data in various different ways. So by defect, by zone, or by type, which is quite useful. So we can see here quite quickly and quite visually, but we've got some issues clearly going on with second fix carpentry and on the electrical installation. So really what that allows us to do is to perhaps look at, over a period of time, the second fix subcontractor, carpentry subcontractor in this case, and really sort of track them over maybe a couple of projects and see if there is a continuing theme of defects around the door installation, and perhaps bring that up with them on site or at a performance review meeting. And then it also gives you the option to sort of check and balance that by perhaps selecting a different second fix subcontractor for the carpentry element of works on a level project, so you can get to see whether you're seeing the similar amount of defects being logged by your surveyors with a new second fix team. So quite useful data there for managing subcontractors on site and performance of. So back to the dashboard, and then very simply we'll have a look at a new case that we've received to confirm from the site surveyors. So we can click on that here. We can see very quickly that we've got a defect in Block B, Level 2, Zone A, that's been logged by Site Inspector. So we're going to take a look at that. And we can see here that we've got an issue with the door. Can't open or close properly, and where it is. In this instance, it's not been marked up on the plan. I'll show you an example of that in a moment. So we'll pop back to a work in progress item perhaps. Have a look at this one. And again, as I just said, we can see this one has been marked up. It's a ceiling issue from an inspector. They've taken a site photograph on a mobile device and redlined that accordingly, and also positioned it so we can see that on the reflected ceiling grid over here. And of course on the plan you can zoom in and out accordingly as well. So if we go back, you also have the option here, should you want to issue this immediately via an email to a subcontractor, is anything can be exported from the system by using the cloud export button. In this case, I'm going to send it out as a PDF with images. So we can see what the project is, the title of the project, where the issue is, what the problem is. The ceiling's cracked, it's a work in progress, and there's a visual identification of the issue. Of course, you could then, from your desktop, immediately email that to the subcontractor. So we go back to the dashboard, and that really is the headline overview of the web-based access to Novade for defects. We'll move on next to, in the next video, to using the mobile device with the Novade native application logged in as an inspector.